so I don't have any more feed ever, but the support continues on because I can see by using another tab. So YouTube is still not allowing me to have a feed. That's okay. Nothing works. Pop-out chat. So I have to use the pop-out chat. I'll use that then. Hello, everyone. Let's see if I can do it like this. Hello. Yes, I rage. I should be seeing everyone. Let me scroll this all the way down, and we should be good. It's still jammed, so I opened another channel, another page, I mean. New tab. Here we go. We're good. We're good to go. Hello, Bruce. Working. Yes, well, it works for you guys, but I don't see you. So I'm yet on another page. I can't see anything here anymore. But I scroll down the page. Dusty Hugh, hey, bro. I'm going to the mail. I went to the mail before yesterday, and there was nothing yet. Guaranteed it should be in this week. I'm pretty positive. Just to let you know that I'm still checking. My friend sent me some coffee. Dusty Hugh, imagine. What a cool guy. Sent me down some coffee so I could taste some of his coffee. I love different types of coffees too, but I don't have that kind that he's going to send down. I'm positive. I'll let him know. Yuli working? Hello? Or are you working? Or this is working. But yeah, it really doesn't work yet. Tomo, Ribas, thank you very much. Merci, Tomo. Très apprécié. Whoop. I must be screaming in this. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't want to get too close to that. Loco Lewis. Amanis or Hamanase. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hey, listen, thank you very much for all the work you do. Thank you, guys. There's lots more to come, too. And, of course, when there's nothing in the sky, I go back to the work, obviously. That's why you know I'm not saying, hey, I caught this yesterday. There's no sky here. No sun either, even though you see a blinding light. It's just gray clouds outside. Just white gray clouds. Rained for a day, I guess, a day and a half. And thank you, Matrix. Good day. Big hello from the Philippines. Thank you. Thanks, Philippines. Thank you very much, actually. Hey, smile. Yes. My crooked tooth. Too bad it used to be my charm, those teeth, but go to the dentist. I fear getting vaccinated. ABC News is editing their post. Did you all know that? Just wanted to throw that out there. Spokane, Washington's in the house. My friend Dabs. How's it going, Dabs Anonymous? Nice to see you, brother. Fukdat is in the house. Thanks, my friends. In the house, Fookers. Nice to see you, Fukdat. As always, hope you're doing well, Bruce. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. The world's not doing so well. And, disclosure is coming out. It's like they're seeping it out, right? But then again, I'm sort of baffled by what we're seeing. I saw some good comments that people were saying look more like drones. I'm talking about that triangle, white triangle, where it's like literally, it's like, oh, it's so UFO. It's a bloody jet that's not gray. It's white. There's nothing, I don't know, maybe secret project, maybe not even stealth, right? There's a lot of stealth planes and secret planes and stuff like that. We never know everything that's out there, that's for sure. We'd have a hard time knowing. Melinda Petrovic, thank you very much. Hello to you. I didn't even eat. I wasn't very, very hungry, but I'm going to start feeling sick. Let's turn up the lights a little bit here. And yeah, we got a lot of darkness here. A lot of darkness. Neither, Gilly. I'm not using either one. I went off it. I went off it completely because I was getting too many problems with it. It was lagging. I wasn't able to see the feed. The feed's always jumping up and down. We got problems with comments disappearing here too. Cesar Martinez, guy you must watch. Zach, Justice League. Lots of disclosure in subliminal ways. See, that's how it is, Caesar. Thanks. People are getting the message out in subliminal ways because they're seeing the information on these channels. We have our, favorite whistleblowers that we call them, people that bring out a lot of truth, and some people go to those channels, but they're not able to share the links. I tried all day, all week, all year, actually. Seriously, I've been trying to post a lot of links that have to do with China, that have to do with, I bet you they'd cut me off. I was kidding. That was me. But seriously, that's, that you got to laugh because that's exactly what they're doing. Why are they taking down certain words? Mr. Dennis the Menace, thank you very much. Best wishes to you, brother. Thanks for the ongoing, man. Hope everything's okay in your end. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks again, Melinda. So yeah, Gilly, I used to use OBS, not StreamYard, and it's just problem after problem. I'm directly off the webcam right now. So it's directly stream and straight on to here. And this way it works not too bad because I seem to see the feed not too bad anyways. Taylor Michael Thompson, hello. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks, guys. Super Dave a mis un vidéo grave sur les masques. Thomas Rebus, merci beaucoup. Says Super Dave 44. I think it's Super 4. Yes, it is. Put up a very seriously controversial video about the masks. Merci Thomas de partager ça. So those of you who do follow Super Dave, go and check it out. Merci Thomas. On va checker ça, man. What's up, man? From Dallas, Texas. Hello, Dallas, Texas. How you guys doing down there? What's going on, my dude? Hey, Taylor, I'm telling you, it's a weird world, hey? Actually, it's like I can't say, will I be allowed to talk about human monkeys? Like, I mean, they made some. I mean, this is where we're at. Some of us, like a lot of you, know a lot of things that are going on right now that's just blowing the world away, but nobody believes it. And aside from not believing it, not even being able to say it. And when you say something and you say, oh yeah, this is going to be good, I'm going to tell the world something, and you see that Google blocks you, you see that there's a coup going on. You see that something's going on, right? Something's not right. There's a manipulation of all the internet, the governments and stuff like that, associations, big tech's in charge now for some reason, right? It's very odd. I always had this stupid tip where I'll laugh at weird stuff that happens. It just makes me laugh. So now the trolls or the glitches. God, YouTube, you're full of shitty glitches. I go back up to the top and I see Jersey say, hey, Bruce, I wouldn't have seen you, man, because iRage was actually the first one here. And good thing I went back up. That's Hughes in the house. Scrolling on down the list. Dang, it should be close, but some U.S. Snacks in there too. Oh, okay, but are you serious, dude? Thanks, man. Listen, if there's anything in there, I'll show it. Listen, I appreciate it, man, a lot. Seriously, it was really nice of you. But I wouldn't be worried. Eh? It takes up to who was it? Mike Naps, I think, or is it Chloroform's good? I sent a couple of silly giveaways, the hats and stuff, and it took several months for it to get to the people in the States and elsewhere in the world. So that's something, Ed's World's in the house. Ed's here, just got notification. Thanks, man, for letting me know, brother. Thanks, bro, for being a Patreon too. Patreon, I was not getting notifications on Patreon this week. Things have been really odd. It's not that it's like, anyways. I think it's funnier of me not saying anything. But for the ones doing the trouble. But in reality, I'm starting to wonder. It's not little trolls that are attacking the channel. It's way bigger than trolls. That's for sure. not little elf man that's capable of destroying someone's channel. Hey, Bruce, how are you, man? Craig, 1971, how are you, brother? Pretty good. Thanks, man. Andrew L is in the house. How's it going, Andrew? Oh, Andrew retracted his own message, or he probably wrote some truth because that's what they take down now. They take down people's truth. How's it going, Maya? Janai, nice to see ya. Love from Quebec, from Montreal. Thanks for the support. Thanks for connecting. And yeah, we're going to have some, hopefully the moon will be able to see it. Jensen Dog, how's it going, man? Hi, Bruce. Thanks for the email. Hello, peeps. My pleasure. Email. My email's jammed. It's been the last week, and I haven't been replying to anyone yet. So, but if it's because I gave it to you, yes, with pleasure. And in a week, I'm going to clean up next weekend. No worries about that. Let the little elf man do his little thing. We're just going to keep on going. Going to keep on trucking. Morning, Moonmaster Brewster. Love it. Gotta love the name. It teases the trolls, even though I know I'm not a master. I appreciate the silliness and the appreciation. How's it going? Clone NGO, nice to see you, man. Always a pleasure. And thanks, as always, for supporting, man, the channel. Appreciate it. Bremerton, Washington. Dabs ain't on. You know my brother Dabs. That brother's cool, man. Considering we've never met anyone here, eh? You know what the worst? You know what I think of sometimes at night? Silly things. I imagine myself having nobody that ever came to the channel. And in my dreams sometimes, I imagine and think of all of you being agents in space and aeronautics and big tech. And so wouldn't it be funny though? Like 77,000 people, only agents and government officials following the channel, bit of support here and there, you know. Because in reality, you know, you never know what's going on. So you all know, those of you who have channels, and even if you don't have active channels, it's like a game of Clue, right? You trust people, but so, and sometimes you open up more to certain ones, but you got to be careful because you never know who's trying to get you. Hypersonic drones. Yeah, you see, I've been talking about that also, my friend. That's a very good point, talking about China using hypersonic drones. It's very, very interesting. I believe it myself. I mentioned it about 3 to about 4 days ago. I'd say about a week and a half ago, actually. I'm thinking China. Like, for example, this is where things get confusing for the UFO community. You know why? Because UFOs do exist. Everybody knows that. But are UFOs just alien, or are they just human? Or is it, you know, the China leapfrog the US in the technology they had with UFOs? So we may never know, right? Probably most likely we'll never know. But it could be that it is, you know, some of what we are seeing is Earth related, secret project and stuff like that. Because the lights that I'm seeing, there's no way of seeing some of the shapes of them at all. You know, the blinking red and green light. What the hell's going on, guys? They showed a UFO, the Pentagon. I thought they were laughing. No, okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase myself. The Pentagon is laughing at us. That's what I think. Because they're showing us UFOs with blinking lights that are being filmed going at about, you know, 200 kilometers an hour. What the hell? Come on. That thing would move. That triangle would move. If it's slowed down like that, it's deliberately wanting to get filmed or something there. You know, just my opinion. And another thing, guys and gals, hey, F Donkey, how's it going? Who cares? Well, you should, China. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for that. In the community, there's a couple of people. I was talking with Chloroform's Good. I was talking with Karen Massey, and we came to not necessarily, well, Karen and I, a difference of opinion, but Chloroform and I more of a different view on, and a wide field debate. We were debating. And I want to thank you all for that, like a lot, to the heart, because some people really can debate. Some people can come here and tell me they disagree with me also in a way where it makes me myself open up my eyes. And I love responding. Debating is healthy, I think, and it's normal that we talk about stuff that we disagree with. And if we're able to continue to even talk after that, well, it's something amazing. And that's exactly why that was the first time, so there's touchy subjects, right? My channel, when I touch on things like vaccinations and stuff, Karen's, some people had differences of opinions, and I respect you, everyone, on that. But the trolls that come and try to, they're just pissed, mad, and enraged. Well, if they continue, harassing and stuff, of course they get blocked. But having a difference of opinion with me and not agreeing with me and being able to come watch my videos and stuff and just give your opinion, hats off. I think that's absolutely amazing. As much as for On the Moon, guys, I know lots of you do watch my work, but not everyone. Hello, Alyssa. Sorry, guys. Not everyone agrees with my theories of the moon. I may be wrong, right? So let that always be known that, yes, I may always be wrong. Even when I say, but always look at my posts. I always have a certain keyword that people always jump over. It's my intuition, or it's my perspective, or I believe. It doesn't mean it's a fact, right? When I hear something at the Pentagon, like UFO Disclosure, many are asking me, hey guys, sorry for the last video. At the end of the video, it says disclosure in 4 or 5 days. That was what I put a week ago in the videos. I just cut the intro and put the ending so I could get all the names of the contributors. So no, I have not heard of any disclosure coming up yet, but they are disclosing. I'm talking with some of you, with Ed's World, and all of you. Anyways, the whole gang. We're talking about disclosure coming out, odds and ends and certain things. I saw Anonymous Official talk about it, which they had taken from Gaia. Gaia spoke about it, about, Andrew Basiago. It's a new name, which I believe is, he's going to be the new Bob Lazar for the younger generation, maybe. I don't know how it is. It's like, wow. It really is like a simulation, though, eh? I never, it is like a game, eh? Well, those red flag, and that's exactly what they call them, not the same red flag you may think. The red flag team that does the all the countries meet up, the jets, every 2 or 3 years to do a simulation of a real apocalyptic event using real events, okay? And they do this. You'll get jets from Israel, jets from the States, jets from Russia, from Canada. They all join up. Afghanistan. This has been done there. And they all join up to do a scenario to go and, save something or to do a certain hit or whatever. These are scenarios they did. So when you see things happening like 9/11 or like now the coronavirus and stuff, again, here's the key word that I always use, just my opinion and just a theory, just speculation, actually. Imagine if some of these events that we actually, went through where we lost family members and stuff like that, if it was just a game of some type. Go back to Julius Caesar when he used to have the prisoners fight with lions, and the lion just eat them up, right? That was for amusement, entertainment. Well, could there be a game that's being played in this world that's absolutely crazier than Dungeons and Dragons, which we know death has come from these freaking games? An elite game, because when people talk to me about simulation, I always, we're playing Risk. It's a game of Risk. It's a war game. I used to play when I was very young. I think it still exists. Complicated game. Taking possession of land and stuff like that. Well, that's basically, we're like on a game board. That's how I see it. Sometimes. F. Donkey, thanks again. Alex M's here. Oh my God, finally caught a live show. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Christophe T. de Savoie, comme toujours, merci mon frère pour le support. Salut Bruce et un coucou des Alpes françaises. Fais-tu frais en haut des Alpes? Comment ça va, Christophe T. de Savoie 73? Merci encore, hein? Gamecock Mike is in the house. Thank you very much, bro, for being here. As always, hey guys, it's been a while. Been a little bit under the weather. Yeah, hey, I noticed. Well, yeah, that's what happens. I see some of you arrive, some of you disappear sometimes. So I hope you're feeling better. Stick to if you do, it's something silly. I'm telling people now. I never did before, but it's true. I'm always being told You know, vitamin C, D3, the K2, and all that. Some need magnesium for bones or whatever. You know, get some pills. You know, like vitamin C. When I feel sick, I start taking vitamin C, and to my surprise, everything I get when I take the vitamin C does go away. So I'm hospital prone. I've never been to hospital. Not true. Yeah, I can count it on my hands. Got a poisonous thorn in my hand, and up on my vein, started going up to my heart. A black line. You ever get that? Anybody that's gotten poison in the hand or something? You get a black line that starts climbing to the heart. So they start intravenous. They start trying to combat that, you know. And I'm looking at a line go up to the heart. Anyways, yeah, it was a little stressful. But I've never been to the hospital aside from those couple times, you know. Froze my feet when I was young and tonsils, just like way back in the 70s. But aside from that, no. When I was there, and last time I went to the hospital, nurses used to have those hats. Like a while, I think it was a while ago, long time ago. I'm going to tune in here a lot. Alex M, thank you. Really appreciate that, guys. We got some awesome stuff, some awesome captures, some awesome theories and explanations of what I see on the moon. And of course, you don't have to listen to the theories. You all have your own theories sometimes on it, but it's still interesting what I'm able to see with the telescopes. That's super cool. Thought I saw Darla in there a minute ago. It's because I mustn't be low enough yet. Bruce, it's all, yeah, absolutely, Craig. And this is proof, you know, I mean, Sky News Australia, hats off, guys. Don't know you guys too much, but I have been watching, seeing a lot of truth from Sky News Australia. Don't know if you guys that are not from Australia know about it. Hey, Zombie Apocalypse. How's it going, bro? Thanks again, Alyssa. I appreciate that. Thanks for listening. Yeah, there's some good news medias out there. I was going to say good news things with my primitive head. Yeah, you know, but who's telling the truth and who's not? It's simple. Watch the news and you can usually see it right away. Who the heck is telling, lies? So, yes, all of MSM is looking real chopped. Yeah, and screwed tight now. Exactly, Maya. You're absolutely right, my dear friend. They are absolutely getting caught in everything that they're doing. ABC, did you see? Okay, guys, they just got caught. ABC News. We got to talk about it. I mean, you guys, pathetic. Seriously, we got to laugh at ABC News. This was hilarious. Real quick, Google ABC News, and you'll go to Wikipedia, and it says fake news. Okay, it's been years, but anyways, nobody knows that. So they posted an inauguration. I could be wrong with the terms. I'm not a military guy. And the inauguration of a boat, a military ship. I don't know if it was U.S. or Australian, but no matter what. This is in the news today or yesterday. News Australia showed it, and another bunch of news media showed it. So get this. ABC News posted an edited news clip where they made all the people, the military people, sergeants, lieutenants, generals, colonels that were looking at the inauguration of a boat. They put on the other side a group of girls, like a group that was an online group that was twerking. They were all just twerking, bent over twerking and shaking that booty, you know, and then they were showing reactions and stuff, but it wasn't real. And everyone admitted it now that it was actually edited, but that caused a lot of confusion. So I would never listen to any news media, and it's not to me to tell you, hey, unsubscribe from ABC News. Everyone can watch it and just be careful with what they say. So unsubscribe. Basically, that's what I say. Hey, Cindy Luhu. Everybody thumbs up for the Moon Man. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Someone was in the community, Cindy, talking about a long video that they had of UFO footage, and I'm having problems with my email. So I hope you don't mind. I told the person, I don't know him. I said, go on Cindy Luhu's channel and ask her if you want her to look through it or whatever, you know. Just thought I'd mention a little bit of a shout out to the channel because you're working so hard, sister. Thanks, Cindy Luhu. I know a lot of people here go and see you. So that's cool of you all. She has a lot of giveaways too, and we have a lot of fun on her channel. To boldly go where no UFO has gone before. Benoit, de Gatineau, comment ça va, man? Well, this is maybe what's going to happen, brother. Maybe we are going to go boldly go where no UFO has gone before. Maybe aliens sold us UFO technology. Maybe aliens sold the Germans UFO technology in the 40s, you know, or the States have developed it, and we know the States, you know. DARPA. Oh, you know, the rulers of the world. That's what I believe. Did you all know that I was crazy now? That's what I believe. DARPA is the president. You know, transportation now will be like Elon Musk. He'll be building a whole bullshit load of UFOs and stuff and crafts. They'll all be nuclear, by the way. And, you know, change up Earth a little bit. Tear down the skating rinks, you know, put up some labs. Make some new cool, odd things like, you know, mixing monkeys and humans together, you know, for preservation of being able to have some body parts in the future, which is totally normal when you think of it. So it's like, what the hell is going on? You got to wonder. Scary, scary stuff. And the more you get into it, I don't care how badass you are, guys or gals, no matter how much you get into it, you're not enough of a badass to be able to continue reading every bloody day about it. The more you get deep into what's going on, the more you want to start telling people. And I don't have that tick. I just say randomly with a smile what I think and stuff. But in reality, some people, those are the ones that are spotted, is that when they find out a certain information, maybe they're religious, maybe it's affecting their entire ideals and beliefs of life. So they go all out to try to, you know, prove something. And they're the ones sometimes that get targeted. But I think what I'm showing on the moon is pretty much out there in their faces. And I think it's pretty much of a harassment for them if what I'm showing. But again, I showed it by it being my beliefs, not saying that NASA is hiding anything. Obviously. Indianapolis. Somebody wrote Indianapolis. Yeah, well, Indianapolis, that's exactly where, yeah, I won't talk about that. Anyway, hats off. Heart goes out to families that were affected by the FedEx, whatever. I'm not going to mention it here, but I can't talk. You're going to be in my back pocket where I can listen to you. I'm raking. Thank you, Diane Moore. Or should I say thank you, Moore? If I'm in your pocket every time she walks. Hey, listen to me. That's really cool. I mean, I'm everywhere now. I'm in, you know, I'm raking leaves with Diane. I'm, you know, talking to Christophe de Savoie en France, in France. Darren Pearson, how's it going? Iowa here. Hey, Bruce. Iowa's in the house. Thanks a lot, Darren. And thanks for the comments also, brother. I appreciate that. Really appreciate it, guys. Bruce, Moon War. Hey, thank you for asking that. And yeah, I mean, I think it could be possible that there's some type of fighting going on up there. And you know what? Everyone's going to laugh at me unless you all saw the video of the real flashes. There are real explosions on the moon. There's no jokes. And I have the footage that I caught several times, many explosions. But sometimes you even see the lights coming from the UFOs. And of course, we don't understand maybe the technology that's up there. So when we see something square, I often say, hey, it looks like a building, but doesn't mean it is, but it is built. No matter what it is, we can see something unsymmetrical and still know it's built, you know, nothing like things that are smashing up onto the moon's surface from really high. It's impossible to hit the moon and not damage the surface and be obviously look like an explosion. We're not seeing that. We're seeing lines, symmetrical lines, 90-degree angles, step-like stairs where there's dots, a whole bunch of white dots. Have you ever heard me say that the moon has the chicken pox? It makes no sense that those white dots are all there. And then the trolls will say, because it's really the trolls, because I know it's not you guys. Even if it's blurry, we see the surface. It's always going to be blurry. There's atmosphere there. And the atmosphere could be higher than what they said. That's just me. Again, Another key word that I use. It's just me, not changing. Like when people tell me, Bruce, you talk about the Apollo 11 landing in Mare Imbrium. They go, but you say that you don't believe they landed there. But why do you show people the landing spot? I actually appreciate that, and I got that 3 or 4 times this month. It's because the internet tells us that they landed in Mare Imbrium. Everyone that even has family in NASA, even Jim G, gave me that, and his family, all those beautiful badges from the missions and stuff. These people know in their head that certain things, and I respect them for that. Me, it's just a difference of opinion, but the internet does tell us that it was there in Mare Imbrium. Do I believe they landed there in Mare Imbrium? I love my response because it's always been the same for 4 years, 5 years. I don't believe they landed the way they told the public. That if they did land, there's a possibility that they have. I would not know, but I think it would be possible, right? And again, this is speculatively speaking, like theoretically speaking. I have no proof of anything there, but it's still interesting. Pennsylvania, USA, Linda Poor, thank you so much. Taylor, Michael Thompson, dude, I really liked the song you put out the other day. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been playing guitar for 20 years now. Hey, man, thanks a lot. We should put something together, bro. Hey, thanks, man. I'd love to get back to music. I'm telling you, when things do calm down, probably for sure, definitely would. There's, I did a little jingle about Joe Biden yesterday. Actually, I put it on Facebook. It'll be at the end of the video, singing about him falling up the stairs. It was a good little jingle. I play it here, but I don't know if anyone would hear it. That'd be funny, actually. Who else is here? Hey, guys, thanks a lot, everyone. Trying to scroll down to see everyone, be sure I don't miss anyone. I was sure I had seen Darla before. She's probably lower because I probably didn't even get there yet. Diamond battery link sent to Patreon. MSN news article drop. Thank you, Says World. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're connected there for sure, and I'll be checking the comments there definitely. Especially now, it's Friday. The weekend's coming. I'll be getting other videos up there. More for my members too. Salut Thomas, ça va bien? Merci Christophe. And Cuba Lade, les gars. Princess Christina Lavagna, how's it going? Nice to see you. Those triangles or pyramids were amazing. I rage. Thanks. I finally got to your comment. I'm sorry. They're jumbled all over, guys. They're changing your comments. And anyways, like I said, if you're just arriving to the feed here, to the chat, my feed no longer works. So I'm actually on another page looking at what's coming in and answering. So not always so easy. Stupid or Stupod. Hey, Bruce from England. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, man. I appreciate that. I'm always saying, yeah, okay. Thank you, man. So those triangles, yeah, they're cool. But the white one, the flashing one, you see they're flashing like a plane. That is crazy. So you know what? Guys, humans are probably working with aliens on secret projects. And now get this, if there's going to be a lot of production here on Earth for UFOs, which I shouldn't be saying that because it's speculation, it could be that there's a lot more lights that we're going to see leaving Earth. So it's only normal that they're going to start talking about that to some of us. If 2024 astronauts are going to the moon and they're going to be tourism there, it has to be that they mention what's on the moon. I know the structure's there. So yes, the moon could be like Earth, large, and they could land on Earth or the moon without seeing structures. We do it here, right? If aliens are working on the moon, theoretically, coming to Earth and are ordered to land at the spot in Antarctica, maybe the aliens here don't even know that there's buildings here. That's how severe and military-like I believe it really is. Hey, thank Alfie, Joe Bob. Thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Alien technology. See, alien technology and secret project technology and the direct energy satellites that they came out with and stuff like that. People are going to start mixing up a lot of things. Like, we could see something in the sky that's a frequency from HARP and think it's a bloody UFO. We could think it's that's how hard it's got. But I'm telling you, we can't have any more ground wars. It's impossible for us to have any ground wars. You know why? Because of the DW satellites, direct energy satellites, because of the technology now, ballistic missiles and stuff. You don't go on the ground. It'll be boom. That's it. That's all. It'll be finished. So now it's more like a space wars. And a lot of you have been talking about that I remember 4 years ago, saying, oh, space wars are coming. Yes, it's really true. It's there. They're actually even disclosing some of it. But disclosure, were you all like me thinking that the Pentagon was going to go up in front of a microphone and go, testing. All right, I'm going to talk about UFO. Yeah, that's sort of what I wished for. But I think what's happening is that they're disclosing and they're coming out in a whole bunch of different areas. So the black vault, you have to gather the information by looking all over the internet to find out what the hell's going on. I saw a piece on Fox yesterday about UFOs. Exactly, Dabs, exactly what I saw too. So that's what I'm doing. You're seeing it like it's coming out in different areas, but it's slow. It's really, really slow. It's like they're hiding a lot. They're definitely hiding a lot. Bill Nowell 369, working fine. Thank you very much. Like you said, they're disclosing, but not making it easy. Exactly. And not without searching. See, that's exactly it. And someone will come up, like, an anonymous official or someone. They're taking the time. They're doing these videos. They're going to look exactly everything that's going on. And in about a month or 3, we're going to see a very detailed video of everything that just went on. It takes a lot of time, work for people to bring these things out. Absolutely. There's Darla. Yes. Hello. See the first comment now. Bruce, thank you, Moonbird. Thanks, Moonbird, for the support, my friend. I appreciate it. Stephen J. Ford. Hi, Bruce. Assuming job. It's consuming. Definitely consuming. Thanks for being here, guys. Zombie Apocalypse is in the house. Thanks again, Mr. Dennis the Menace. JD Lee's in the house. Hello to you, JD. Thanks a lot. Nice to see you. Byron. Hey, bro. How's it going? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, man. Elroy, Shredding's in the house. Thank you very much. Back in the 80s, my older neighbor that worked in aerospace told me anything black triangles is ours. You see, those are things you want to hear. Those are things that are important. I heard that also. Leroy Shredding, thanks a lot. Elroy. I appreciate that for you sharing that. I also heard that. And sometimes certain people know stuff. And like you, like me, and a lot of people here, we all have people either in spy agencies. I mean, listen, this is a spy agency here in Canada. It's not, not just, with microfilms and big jackets. These people go to work every day on computers and stuff, and they look at files, income taxes and stuff. There's a lot of people in that domain that are that have families that, once in a while, the uncle and stuff. I have some in mind. I have some pretty important people in my family. I had enough that I wasn't even able to meet them, except for once during a death. Imagine. But these people are working on, agents and stuff like that, do their thing, and they remain hidden a lot. But I believe that. We do see some black objects flying around, especially on the moon. It just makes sense. The stealth, it's interesting. It definitely is interesting. Thanks again, Stephen J. Ford. The Tic Tacs should have caused more of a stir when videos finally released. Absolutely, Steve Bracken. It makes no. This is weird. It's really weird. Is it that people are going to think that the UFO videos are fake? Oh, imagine them doing that. Imagine the government themselves. This is just speculation, but it'd make a hell of a movie. The government discloses everything about UFOs, and then they form a secret group. Yeah, have we ever seen them form groups? Yes. So they form a secret group to destroy that idea themselves and pay into that. Wait, isn't that what's happening in the States? I think basically is what exactly what's going on in the States. I only saw Darla speak once, which is rare. I'm sure she'll talk. So there she is. Thanks for being here, Darla. Thanks a lot, Tomo. Merci, Tomo. Hein? I can smell that coffee, Dusayug. I'm going to have to do like David Letterman now when I smile. Just put his tongue up to hide the hole between. Anyways. Hi, Bruce Gillian from Glasgow, UK. Aren't you guys experiencing cold weather or recently have experienced cold weather in the past week? Like -8, -10 weather or something? I saw, or is that a lie? I don't know. You never know the news. No, but I think you guys, I saw some snowfall there. Jillian, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I've seen this a lot. Thanks, Stephen. I was getting ready to ask if there was something new going on yet. As slow as they are putting out information, we may still be alive by the time they finish. Yeah, I hear you, Gamecock Mike, on that one. Definitely hear you on that one. So they're not saying a lot. Ratcliffe, which was during Trump's administration, was national security. Another association you got to give some, take some, eh? They were supposed to disclose. Navy intelligence supposed to disclose. Pentagon supposed to disclose. People had in mind that it was only going to be in June. In reality, they have till June, but it wasn't supposed to necessarily be in June. I didn't hear necessarily anywhere that it was supposed to be in June. I'm really anxious for them to talk though, because that little white triangle like that, I only caught that once, and you know when I saw that, I filmed it during the eclipse. I'll put it up next video if I can find it, my captures. White triangle craft. When I say fast, it was fast. It was just to say that it was 2 frames in the whole screen when it went by. Just to say I almost missed it. Because the faster they are, the less frames that your camera picks them up, right? So that's why some people, like in a UFO video of a UFO going across the moon, we will see the UFO jumping across the moon. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the UFO jumping. It means the camera's not even capturing enough frames to be able to show the speed of the UFO going by across the moon. Signatures, you know, right there that you're dealing with something that's really fast, for sure. Here in Germany, they're trying to cover up the disclosure. Not one word about the events in the USA. That's another thing, F Donkey. Like here, there, you know, Minneapolis, all the riots and stuff, they had the gall, the audacity to say that it was not a riot, that it was just a peaceful protest that got out of hand. Looting and all that. That's ridiculous. I'd go get, you know, Stella Thunberg just to say, how dare you? You know, there's another secret project, eh? You know that? People don't understand that. Why do you call her a secret project? Stella! When have you heard 11-year-old kid go up on the stage and explain to people why we have to get along together and that climate change is taking over the world? Oh my God. But I'm happy that the governments thought that we were that naive. Stephen J. Ford, I'm being hacked. Yeah, definitely. I know it. I get a lot of the problems, and they can take me down in a flash, but they don't. They hide certain comments. So what that tells me that it would be government doing that, because the governments are not here to tell me off. They're here to do their job, and they're taking down certain comments, certain people that are here that I'm trying to reach. My interview comments disappeared this week. I got photos of it, that live video of it going down, because when I start doing stuff, even now, I record the screen, even if it takes a lot of space. You never know what can happen, and sometimes I see stuff, and you know, able to try to locate the problem. And of course, I'm able to share that with the hacker trying to help me. I had a couple of hackers came by try to help me, but you know, it's never someone you really want to be a friend with, right? When you think of it. Bruce, I'm a hacker. I can help you. Of course, it comes down to that, but it's a touchy situation when you deal with hackers, right? I see the post, Bruce. They might be doing a lot on your end too, so you think your information isn't getting out to us. Yeah, that too, Maya. Also, I've been writing back comments, and of course, let us not forget YouTube goes through a lot of glitches there. Like, yes, I have YouTube glitches, but yes, I'm being hacked. But some of the trolls took advantage this week because I'm honest. I'm trying to be honest. So I told people I went on an anonymous official channel. I don't know. Some of you will remember. And I said my comments are disappearing all the time. And nobody answers me when I'm there. But I went and did my research. And a lot of people have been there way longer than me and have not gotten any responses at all. So right off the bat, that's totally possible. So I dropped that in a flash. But the trolls were like, so you see, Bruce, you're not being hacked. It's just a glitch. And no, it's not a glitch. It's not a glitch. It really is that hackers are on YouTube. So for YouTube to access, for hackers to access YouTube like that, for like the YouTube team to be like part of it all, you got to wonder what's going on. You know, all these people, the YouTube team, they all have access to all of our accounts. So if somebody's against a religious channel, who says that not one of them can go against, without the boss knowing, and literally, give information, inside information to hackers? It's obvious. It's very obvious. Even though I don't have any proof, I think we all know that that can happen. There's always going to be someone inside speaking out. There's always going to be someone on the outside trying to get in. I don't care what association, what subject, whether it be religion, politics, or the mafia. There's always someone on the inside, and there's always someone on the outside trying to get in. It's always been. So basically, what the governments are doing since the beginning of time are making us give them money to make weapons bigger than the other countries, to be able to blast the other countries off the face of this earth and not have any more problems. But the problem is that everyone's getting heavily harmed. I don't know what it's going to do. Like, have you ever been to the OK Corral? I don't know. It's weird. Nice. I just got back from flying just in the nick of time. The nick of time? What do you mean? Were you teleporting? Come on, tell us. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I choked the shit out of myself with the coffee. Ugh. Good thing I have a mute button because you would have laughed at me. I read a comment. I inhaled coffee. Oh boy, that was interesting. Give me a second here. Come on, Bruce, live. Oh, it was funny. I'm not going to tell you what I saw, but anyways. Wow. Whew. Georgia Monday. Finally got a notification. Thanks, Georgia. It happens sometimes that people get notifications and sometimes people don't. Don't cough, Bruce. I tell you that I've never got coffee go down the wrong hole that way, boy. It was an automatic seizure of breath. Shaban Sharma, hey man, much love, Bruce. Thank you, guys. Hey, that's in this. Is this a reunion or UFO disclosure? You know what? You're not invited there. There's no time to waste with a bunch of curious. Do you know of the Bruce is so bad? Curious. Do you know? Hey, is this a reunion or a frickin' disclosure? It's both. It's a beautiful community, which is the most amazing thing. Trolls don't get communities. That's the thing. Curious. Do you know of the moonscape and their names? Yeah, I know all the moonscapes and their names. You talking about moon mayors? Are you talking about the craters or the areas or the hemispheres, or if maybe it's even something else, Stephen J. Ford, that you were talking about? But let me know. What will come first, World War III or disclosure? Both. I think a bit more the World War III. It'll sort of be like competition between both of them. Yeah, it's inevitable. What we have to be worried about is Taiwan. The minute China makes a move to Taiwan to break out, because Taiwan's actually what's holding in there. It's the force around China to be able to break out to freely, get into the waters. They don't want China ships into the waters, because then they're going to be able to reach Alaska, come right down to our end and stuff like that, and wreak havoc, because they're testing. They're doing real testing, DNA manipulation, and they've manipulated and combined an embryo of the human embryo. Yeah, the human embryo with the monkey. It's done. So they are making their soldiers stronger by trying to make their senses better, make their eyes better, make their strength better. So there's a lot of testing going on, and we're not talking about animals. Often we find it disgusting because animals are being tested on, but imagine testing on humans in that way. It's sad. Thank you very much. It's a lot more than a coffee, man. I tell you that. You guys are very helpful, and also, like I said, literally things like this, the cards and stuff that I go and get. Any money that I have myself, I invest all in this until I get a really good, equipment. Of course, one day I'll have to update. It's continual. I update computers and stuff. It gets freaking expensive, so I greatly appreciate it. $1 even. Thank you very much, Herr Pooper. Herr Pooper. Geez, sorry about that before, guys. Cheryl, Divine, how's it going? Hello from New Hampshire. Welcome. Hey, New Hampshire. Thanks, guys. I like to see, as it's closing in, that some of you come from the States. Some of you are closer to Quebec and stuff. People from Ontario now and stuff. That's awesome. Thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone. Les masques sont pratiquement inutiles. C'est ce qu'ils disent, Benoît de Gatineau. Quand que je sors, je vais dans l'épicerie, c'est sûr, je sais que tu le fais aussi, on le met le masque, je le mets. Mais en réalité, j'ai vu la confirmation du CDC, de CDC, et Dr. Fauci aussi, qui a avoué que c'est inutile, c'est vraiment inutile. Je vois du monde se baigner avec, là. Franchement, en ligne, j'ai vu ça l'autre jour. Did you guys see that video the other day of the guy swimming underwater with his mask on? Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. You know what I told a family member the other day? When you have a party and you're in the yard and it's late, grab some paint, some face paint, and paint like a Batman mask sort of on you right here on your whole face. So you're talking, when the cops go by, you go, and that way everything looks black. Pretend you have your mask on. Anyways, just a thought. Just a thought. We have Rev Tom. Salut Bruce de Paris. Merci Rev Tom. Does Satan live on the moon? I wonder if evil could be up there. It could be, eh? It could be an evil place. Maybe hell is down on the moon. The moon could be down. we were told like up is up, down is down. So like we're all mixed up now. When we see something in the sky, we go, look up. It can be down. Possibility. I love all theories, man. I know for a fact that Satan lives in the hearts of the fearful, and it's scary to face him, but I've done it. And I actually killed him, and he doesn't come here anymore. But I mean, I think everyone encounters evil spirits. We have evil people on this earth beyond anything possible. Some of the things that we're doing is doesn't make any sense. Johnny Brandon, hi to you. Thanks for being here. Try to set message to be live chat and not important. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't have any buttons. It's blank, actually. They deliberately put everything gray. I have no access to touching the buttons. So what I do is while I'm streaming, I start the stream here. I open another page, and I just go and watch myself on another page streaming from there. And I zoom up and make the page small so I have only the feed. And then I stick it, come back on the first page, and I stick it there. And that's what I'm doing because I don't have access to any of the buttons. Usually what I could do is click pop out chat, and then another box appears, right? Then you move that box over. But I'm sure Squirrely Crypto, thank you. I'm sure it'll work in a couple of days or weeks. Or I'm being punished, guys. I lost rights to do the polls because I talked about DARPA in China on the post, and they immediately took down the polls and stuff like that. So you don't wonder what they're going to talk about in disclosure. I'm saying a lot of people are saying, I don't know why you think China has anything to do with UFOs or alien. And you see where the confusion is? Yes, UFOs are alien, but I'm just mentioning some people on Earth have already come up with a UFO type of thing. Someone just said it here before, the Russian Tic Tacs. And he also said, I'm surprised that nobody is more interested in that. And it's true. It's true. No one's. I heard it. I saw it. Hey, white Tic Tac moving around just like the things I saw on the moon. I made a video about it, 1,800 views, and it's gone. Merci les partis. Nobody cares. That's true. Nobody cares. It's our fault. There's very little channels and communities, real communities like this. But I don't understand it, right? Like, Third Phase of Moon and all those big groups. I'm talking about real channels. I'm talking about big groups of people that go to see a certain channel. Would they not venture around to look for a certain truth and stuff like that? I guess not. Some people stick to the certain channel and they just don't look around, I guess, or I don't get it. But I'm not alone. It's not my channel alone that's hidden. I every day, like you see a UFO channel pop up, 400,000 subscribers, and you go, holy crap, I never saw that before. So that's what happens. Yeah, well, Satan's in all our hearts here most often. I bet you he does exist on the moon. Hey, thank you very much, Penny Bunny. How thoughtful, my dear friend. Thank you. Love ya. Thanks again, Hair Pooper. Wanda Queen. Hello. I got to scroll all the way back up. This is ridiculous, having to scroll all the way back up. I'll just stay downwards. I don't want to miss anything here. It is the center of the vector A. You're going to hear something. I'm going to go to the bottom, so we're going to read a recent ones. Stephanie Martin, thanks a lot. It is in the center of the vector equilibrium. Love it. That's right. The pineal gland. Yeah. One love, one energy, one freedom, one world. No, I don't know. You, my boy, Blue. The Galactic Federation is in process of liberation of Mars. We will see and feel the war above. That's actually, you know what? That's something beautiful. I had that heebie-jeebie feeling before that, I'd love to hope that it's the aliens coming here to, excuse me, to defend us. Hopefully. And I hope it's not to tell them, just give them a bunch of needles and kill them off slowly. I don't know. But that's interesting, hearing that. Could be. Like I said, we're seeing flashes and explosions. A large neutron star exploded in deep space. Come on, guys. There was an explosion, And then for 3 months, large pieces came into the bloody solar system. Even Oumuamua. How big was the object they blew up? And see, you got me already thinking and talking about it. Because me, in reality, I talk always about theories, but I do believe that there's always, and there always will be, something entering and coming out of our galaxies and solar systems, both known and unknown. And I tend to think that everyone everywhere must be flashing themselves to do sort of the same thing, to try to reach up with another intelligent race, to be able to band together to become a stronger group. And that's dangerous. It really is dangerous when you think of it, because you know they're not going to band together to grow gardens. They're going to band together to destroy the galaxy, right? And then in a couple of years, well, son of a gun, Darth Vader exists. We're going to see this mother come out, you know, hey, it exists. They're going to take over the galaxy. Probably what's going to happen. Definitely. What do you think about the triangles above? Yeah, exactly. The USS Omaha. I think that, W, thanks for asking. I really think that what we saw, every video this week, was Secret Project Human. And I think, I woke up. It's very concerning to me that I believe that there's another country that's maybe, could be the US too. It could be Canada, could be anyone. I'm telling you, that is flying around and that has access over all the areas, is documenting all the nuclear sites, all the ballistic missile areas, looking underground, sonar, in the waters. They're trying to size everything up. And this is going to be a beginning of a one-time boom. That's the World War III will take 15 minutes. Air raid sirens, and then boom, and that's it. And then they'll wait 5 years, and in history books they're going to say a meteor hit. It was horrible. The meteor came down. The astronomers were looking at the meteor. It hit the U.S. And it blew it up. It was really sad. It was a very rare event. Yeah, this is bullshit. That's what they're going to do. Explosion means light and power. Exactly. That's what you got to say to yourself. Light and power. Light hides all secrets, and light shows all secrets. There really is a good and a bad and everything, and there really is a yin and a yang and everything, when you think of it. More disclosure here among the community than anywhere else. Oh, that's the asshole that was here the last time. The other one. I'm not talking about you, Tots. I'm talking about... I bet nobody sees what's under Tots, eh? Somebody's playing with you, man. You know what, Tots? I think you're an awesome guy. Yeah, I'm just going to block that one underneath you. That wasn't you. Did you see Tots? Balam, thanks for being here. There was another channel right underneath you that had Tots with an S. And it was the same icon. So I blocked them. More disclosure here among the community than anywhere else. You can be absolutely sure. We know here what's going on. Lots of people know here what's going on. That's for sure. Kathleen, yes, definitely. All messages this weekend in my email, I am deleting. I'm going to clean everything up. I'm not even keeping my important ones because I was missing information. So I'm getting emails every day. It doesn't matter. I'll work around it. You can be sure. David Bradbury, careful with that coffee. Yes, I know. I almost killed myself. Seriously, it really went down the wrong hole. Ham, son of Noah, how's it going, Diddling? If I was an alien, I wouldn't come here. Exactly. Might get COVID. 1984. Yes, Russian bot. Absolutely. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I saw Russian. I saw 1984. Absolutely. And that's exactly what's going on. And I'll tell you another thing. Same here. If I was an alien, I would definitely not come here. And I'll tell you even better than that. At the beginning of the pandemic, that's when the UFOs stopped in the sky entirely here. And now, hang on, we're talking about a place, guys, where I have UFO activity all the time. And I was 4 months without seeing any UFO activity. So that's something serious. And they stopped because of the pandemic. When they asked the airplanes to stop, the bloody UFOs stopped. And now they're starting back up again before the lockdowns. They're going to be going left and right. I heard an inside, guys. I want to share it because it could be good news for some people. This was just in the air. But I know someone who's working to become a police officer. Brave, I know, a lady. And she says that there's not going to be any more of the lockdowns or masks needed in a couple of weeks. She's going to be able to go back to her defense courses. So these are little messages that when I hear, that's how you gather information, right? In reality, you search, and you hear different truths that come out. Truth comes out all the time in associations, but they're never brought to the news. You got to find everything out. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Do you think they are concerned about our nuclear weapon proliferation? They often fly over. Yeah, that's scary stuff. I'm serious. Like, I have chills. Like, I heard the stories of all that, but when I looked into the details, that's exactly what they were doing and looking at. It gave me chills. They often fly over nuclear facilities and have shut down stuff. They absolutely have. Look at Arecibo telescope. They were supposed to shut it down because there was apparently, it broke. A large piece fell from the top, and then the day before they went to get it, it smashed down. So he says, do you think they are concerned about our nuclear weapon proliferation? Well, Bruce, I really do think so. And thank you very much for asking me the question. I do think that they're concerned about. If it was that, I would be sort of happy. I think maybe happy. Like, maybe they're making us want to clean up. Like, look, they're talking about Fukushima. They're doing it, right? They're really, really putting treated water. I'm not going to cause lies and say they're going to put contaminated water. But I mean, obviously, I'm not for putting Fukushima water back in the ocean, but they did say it was treated. And so is this a way that they're going to heal the earth or fix things back up? I don't know. I really prefer believing that, my friend, than, Bill Gates' depopulation agenda. There really is an agenda, and the sad part is that families are breaking up. Some people have problems, warning the other family members and stuff, and it's it's stressful. It's hard to be able to break the mind control and the perception that the government gave everyone, even inside our own family. Sometimes it's a special thing, but I do believe that they are concerned about the weapons, the nuclear weapon proliferation. Absolutely. We saw it in times of war when they came down. I've even heard of it in the times 88 AD, like 79 AD. There's during the pharaohs, they said that during a war, a battle, that between them, a UFO came down and stopped the whole thing. Both sides agreed that something came down that was UFO. So that's absolutely incredible that can be possible. When you think of it, it's incredible. So I do believe that they'll be looking at that. And then you got to wonder, right? And thanks for mentioning this. You got to wonder that if they're looking at nuclear proliferation, it could mean that it is another country also. This is what gets to me, right? We asked Iran to they had, not everyone knows this, but there are limits to how much you can enrich your uranium when this is created inside of nuclear reactors. Plutonium is created inside of nuclear reactors. You have contaminated plutonium, the higher numbers, lower numbers, depending on which type of plutonium. But if you enrich the uranium, then you're going to get a stronger reactor and you're going to have more power. So it's dangerous. They're salt reactors. That's another thing I looked into. Molten salt reactors. There's another element in the ground. What is it? Tip of my tongue. But anyways, it's plentiful, and it's a very dense metal that's in the ground of Earth. And if you use just a little ball of it, you could have power for the entire world, like for a day. That's how much little bit of that element that you need, just a tiny little bit. And uranium, they're pulling that out of the ground, and they're burning that up, and then I don't know, not good. But thanks, that was a good question, man. Happy Friday, Golden Giant, to you too. Thanks a lot. Annette, thanks for being here. Build That Will 369 still attracts evil. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that makes sense. The Flam the Vac messes with. Yes, Annette, absolutely. It is in the center of the vector equilibrium. Oh, I read that. So good. Thank you, David Bradbury. Yeah, me neither. I tried to connect with Third. It's too bad because he's the one that came here actually during a live stream. Probably not many people were here at that time. Now I know Donna was, but he said we got to do a collaboration. We have to show people these UFOs. Tyler had done it too. Security Team 10 had done it too. But we got to stick together to bring all the information out. But it's okay because it shows which channels are real and which channels are not. The ones that are there every day and the ones that are not. The ones that come on it's not because I'm on every day that I'm a truthful channel, but I'm literally sharing the exact findings. That's what got a lot of the trolls mad, because they didn't want me showing my research like that. My goal here, and it still is that the better the equipment will be, which it will be, it is always, I'm always going to share all the footage, no matter how exquisite the images of the moon I can have with this telescope, and sell my photography. I much prefer give a free photo of someone that says they like the moon and they want a photo for themselves, but you come here to support the channel. So I always say you keep everything free for people to come, and those who can support will support and help any way they can, like watching the videos. Because if you're here watching the video, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't the community. Community is the force of all channels, and that I'm going to say it every bloody time. It's true. The community is the force of a channel, and if you go in someone's community and look at the comments, you really do get an idea of what sort of the feel of like the lingo of the channel is like, because most channels have it's just troll communities. There's no real community here. You guys come back, so it's totally awesome. Eric, hello, thank you. Sebastien Robert in the house. Just a question, have you heard about quantum teleportation? Absolutely. I studied about it in the past, a couple of years ago, when I started looking into the quantum physics too, because I was like, there's no dumber than me in math, I'm telling you. But it's not quite the same, eh? The quantum teleportation, the quantum physics. So there's lots of different ways and types, Sebastien, of teleportation. That's another thing. Andrew Basiago talks about teleporting to Mars. He says a lot of stuff. I'm not saying that he's 100% truthful. It's just that who he is, that's the interesting part, that he's admitting that. I mean, usually nobody admits something dangerous so that their family will be in danger if it's not true. Seems to me, right? It's not because you want to be a badass, you're going to tell people that the government was experimenting on you there. It seems, because it's not going to help your case at all, I don't think. When did the moon kick here? Thanks for asking. When did you realize that the moon is flat? Did you see anything strange than usual when you noticed? Well, when I noticed the moon was flat, because, I'm going to jump into the game you want me to jump into, whatever. When I noticed the moon was flat, I noticed, before noticing that, it's, I noticed a lot of flatheads. Is the moon flat? I have no idea. I'll never say it is, but I think it is. You want me to tell? Let me think. Yeah, it's flat. Basically flat and bumpy. Like an asteroid, what an asteroid looks like? All planets look like that. Maybe planets aren't round. Maybe the moon looks round because it's far away. It looks flat. I don't give a crap, actually, whether it's flat or not. We're still stuck on Earth. Whether it be flat or not, Glock. I care to hear about the Tic Tacs, but I think people are leery to listen because we never are told the whole truth. Absolutely, Cheryl Divine. You're absolutely right about that. Listen, if Russia has Tic Tacs, we know. Okay, so that's confirmed, right? Let's say it is confirmed. So will China and US also have stuff? Yeah. Let me take a bloody wild guess. DARPA for US. Okay. But now China's hooking up with the States for some reason. What would that be, you think? Right? I'll say Canadian. Hey, what do you think that's about? Because people say that Canadians say a boot. Have any Canadians here ever heard a Canadian say a boot? Unless he was talking about his cowboy boot. That's how it is. I think the governments are hooking up. Why the heck is China running the States? Come on, don't say no. They're taking charge of trade. They want to be in charge of it all. They're trying to dominate the world, making their little robots. Hey guys, here's an inside one, okay? You got to admit it. Which race? Let's talk about race. That's rare. Which race have you seen the youngest child playing an instrument like the violin or the piano? China. Asians. And you know why? Because of culture, there's more of a strictness. I'm not trying to say it. It's freaking fact. There's more of a strictness in the upbringing of our children because there's a different perception of the system being served, of course. But a Chinese kid or an Asian kid playing the piano on YouTube, where you see that the father is behind him and he's like this and he's going boom bong now, and he's drilling him to play the piano. That's the only reason why we're good, right? Any race will get good if they're drilled. And so what's the limit of a human being if you plow them with control, if you plow them with orders and everything? Like, what's going to happen to us, right? That's what they're doing. They're plowing us with all these orders. That's what's going on. And some people are seeing through it. Some people don't see it at all, which is surprising. But it's true. Hey, Sky Peterson, thank you, my dear friend. Thanks for sharing your work with us, Bruce. Thank you. Outstanding, and I don't mean standing out in left field. Yeah, of course. Hey, that's a good one. Left field. Hey, that's a good. I'm going to remember that one for our leftists. Oh, we have a bunch of left fielders here, right? That's a good one. Which it's sad though, but it's true. That's how the world is. A lot of people are asleep, and some of you are way more awake than me. So there's all these different levels of people, you know, all these different levels all the time. USA Patriot. I did not see USA Patriot. Welcome, USA Patriot, wherever you are. We'll see you at one point. What do you think about triangles above there? I read that one. Thank you very much. See, right now, I'm not getting any feed from you guys. There's nothing that's been coming in for the past 5 minutes. The last comment is Dana Shiver. Now it is coming in. Hello, Dana Shiver. How's it going? Jay, LZ, thank you very much. Barry Taylor, thank you. Yes, China. Scratch is here. David Bradbury, thanks, man. Is there a moose loose? Yeah, me. Bruce the Moose is loose. Shooters are losers, by the way. So sad what happened at the FedEx. USA's historically biggest bullies, hands down. Yeah, Jay, but you know what? The thing is that it's not America. It's the scum that's running it, right? That's the thing. Even China, when I talk about China, I've only started doing this recently. China, I don't agree with China. But instead, I don't say that now. I say China government. Bullshitters. Chinese people, naive, controlled people. That's what I say. Too bad. They're good people, the Chinese, but They have a very, very authoritarian government, and it must be living hell for them. It really must be when you think of it. But Americans have always, you have these big countries, right? Like leading countries, they call them. It's a leader country. U.S. is a leader country. You can't say no, right? Then now China's coming big, and China wants to be the leader country. And China called up the USA, and he told them, "You go now." That's all. That was the only meeting that took place. It was actually in a plane, actually, because the Americans were flying over. Listen, we saw it, right? Who is it? Kim Jong-un, who blew sand from the bottom of the ocean to make his little island there, and lo and behold, put up a runway, a strip, and all these military. It's a military island, obviously, it's a base they're making. So all of this was coming to a head to a point. So yeah, there's an inevitable war coming. And all the countries have been preparing for a hell of a long time. And naive people like you and I, unless we find out, we're not going to know about it. Pat B 2000, I did not see him. I'll see him. Pat B, thank you very much for being here. Well, Bruce, my point was that the moon is flat and not the planets. Oh, yes. Okay. I get it. Listen, I was playing along, but yeah, it could be. And yes, click here. I'm open to the fact that the moon could be flat. I've not done any research on it. People ask me, Bruce, in your footage, sometimes the moon looks bloody flat. It could be optical illusion too. Like, I don't hide it, but yeah, I believe that the moon, first of all, it's not spherical. We know that for a fact. They say it's egg-shaped. So if it's egg-shaped, it's basically probably flat on one end. It probably comes to a point, So I absolutely believe that. Click here for sure. I'm open to that thought. And in my memories and where I went astral to the moon, he said, well, there you go. I've done some astral traveling too. I've had the chance to do that at a younger age, and it was never because I wanted to go, but I had some at a very young age. My mother was here, she'd tell you. I was astral traveling at 4 years old, going down to my grandmother's apartment and traveling through the floors, and that's what I told my mother. I was a really weird kid. Praise the Lord. I was always answering the phone, praise the Lord. Not because I was going to church or anything. I was just always talking about God. It's funny when I think of it today because of my work. And you know what else I wanted to do? The first thing I ever wanted to do in life was to become a gemologist. I wanted to become a gemologist and, archaeology and stuff like that. That's always been basically what I wanted to do. And then I wound up opening my own channel and touching some of the work, that work myself with my own research, which is pretty cool when you think of it. It's an amazing chance. I wanted to do radio, to have a talk show, but I get to talk to you all here, and a lot of you come and listen to me. I don't know if you know it. Before the internet, if I was to have 15 friends come over and I was to say a story and you have 15 friends listen to you at home, that's a lot of people, right? That is a lot of people to have around you, 15 people listening to you passionately about what you're saying. So do I appreciate having 100 or 1,000 people listening to what I say? Freaking hell yes. It's an amazing a feeling to have people stop by and listen to what I have to say. LT Gold 77. Hello, Forrest. How's it going, LT Gold 007? Nice to see you, man. I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone's comments, of course. But here, Jay, I have my biggest supporters here are American, and it makes up an entire large part of the whole community here and stuff like that. You know what I tend to think is that I think there's a lot of bull crap that some people say about that we were taught about certain things, like in Africa. I remember a friend on the internet, a girl, beautiful African lady, very smart, was in university and colleges and stuff, way smarter than me, had a husband and kids. And all I was seeing around her were, buildings and, architecture and all this, and, regular restaurants around her and stuff. Because we had this image in our head, especially before the internet. You think Africa It's in the woods. It's desert, straight up desert with 6 leaves and a tree to make a hut. We're primitive that way, but it's not our fault. The way the system taught people is why I believe, and this is going out on a limb. Maybe some of you will disagree, but that's okay because I like debating. I think that's what brought racism out. That's what brought racism out to exist. You know what would have been better? Telling people not to hate people of other color instead of saying racism, instead of inventing terms so that people, instead of fixing problems now, we just turn around and get, yo, he racist. Yo, he racist. Yo, she racist. Yo, she, that's all we do. Instead of fixing problems, we give terms to things. What the hell's that group doing? Oh, they supremacists. They supremacists. It's like we're doing terms. So did you hear about what happened Saturday? Yep, they supremacists. Blah, blah, blah. We repeat the same bloody bullshit that they teach us. Speak from the heart instead. And Jay, the government is, yes, the govern, for sure. I can't be here at 8 p.m. Jay Berg, that's too bad. I definitely appreciate the support, though. And like I said at the beginning here, there's 2 people in the community, and you'll see I had a disagreement with the vaccines and stuff. And it was a healthy debate where we both expressed our emotions on the way we feel, but we're still able to interact together. And I think that's the hardest thing, is that any one of us here that will disagree with each other, sometimes it sparks something to cause the other one to sort of detach from listening to somebody. But Barry Taylor, hello. But it takes a good person to be able to come see, like, my research, for example. If you don't necessarily agree with me 100%, I think it's not always easy to do. But it's because you don't care about me. You're looking for something, and that's what I appreciate the most. But I had a lot of good debating in the community, and don't forget, I got some. You guys are amazingly polite, by the way. I've never experienced anything like it. Some of you, Connor Bond, hello, Stephanie Martin, most sexy mods. Yeah, they all are here. Ham, son of a Noah, they all are sexy here. Those mods, all the ladies are sexy. Let it be clear. I don't find the guy sexy at all. Just me. Hope I didn't insult anyone or any race or culture or group. Or that's how it is. We got to be careful how we talk. Join us tonight, Friday Night Live. Thank you, Darla. Absolutely. We'll be here live tonight for sure. So what's going on with Disclosure? Yes, we are a bunch of moonies, Sky Peterson. I was very surprised to see it in footage that was once above top secret. Thurston, absolutely. Hello, the Yazzie. It reflects like it's round. Well said, the Yazzie. Decca, I think the moon is hollow. Thanks, guys. Laura Neela, thanks a lot. Listen, I appreciate all of your opinions. And I also want those of you, seriously, okay, here's a challenge for some trolls. Not for you guys, but for some trolls. The moon is debris that we brought here from Planet X. I like that theory too. Thank you, Russian bot. I don't remember what I wanted to say. I'll keep reading. Our government is scared. They need the Lord. Yes, Jay, LZ. That's very well said, actually. Oh, yeah, they're shaking in their golden boots. Their golden tip boots. Definitely. Sitting their cold butts on their golden thrones. Yeah, I laugh. I laugh when danger comes around. When things get really crazy, I laugh. I remember getting into an accident. I laughed from the point we slid, from the point we broke trees, and from the point windows started smashing out. I was literally laughing. And I tell you, I was in the back seat, and I looked like that movie with Steve Martin, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, when Steve Martin wakes up and John Candy's hands are stuck behind the seat. His cufflinks are stuck behind the seat, and you see the devil appear. Do you guys ever see that? That's how long I haven't seen movies. You know, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. That's when everything stopped. Never seen Batman movie. Do you know that? I've never seen Independence Day. Some of you would be very offended, very mad at me for not looking at the videos. I never even looked at Bob Lazar's movie. You know, don't look at the theories in the Anunnaki either. I stick to myself, and that way everything I find and everything I say is from my clear head looking at my own, you know, footage and stuff. I ponder all the theories, you know. So what's going to go on now? What's Linda Moulton Howe going to say now? What's everyone that's been talking about UFO disclosure going to talk about? This is all coming out. A lot of you are telling me, Bruce, it could be drones and stuff like that. I really like hearing that because, yeah, absolutely. Some of this could be a bunch of bull. Some of you tell me, Bruce, this could all be red, a flag, about a red flag. Yes. I get it. But they're still coming out with some stuff. Hey, Pulsar G, I got nothing to add to my coffee. Absolutely nothing. Black, always black. That's how I drink mine. Black and cold, because that was pretty cold. So I guess a couple of trolls were here, or it's really some people who were here at the beginning that were actually disappointed that somebody replicated one of the channels here. That's a little concerning. It's a little bit funny. Which began when inquiry to his royal, Prince of Darkness, Devil Boy, and a close encounter, Philip, yes, and a close encounter with an alien in London, 1954. He died in 2001. Okay, I thought you were talking about, which began inquiry to His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, and a close encounter with an alien in London in 1954. He died in 2001. So he would have died in 2001 and died again, eh? And then you think, hey, Ralph Winter? Then you think, oh my gosh, that's a lot like a Dracula movie. Well, it just so happens he's a descendant of Robert the Bruce. Did you know that? Robert the Bruce, Bruce the Impaler. There's lots of names to it. Lots of names to him. It was a bit meaner than me, that one. Quantum entanglement has been proven, right? Black guns matter. It's welcome. Quantum entanglement. You got me at the last minute on that one. Quantum entanglement has been proven, right? I believe it has. That's what they're saying, man. This is what they're saying. Listen, they're taking Tesla's patents and everything that he made, the Tesla coil and all that. They're doing all this bull crap on the moon. Probably made their own atmosphere up there on the moon also. And quantum entanglement, they're starting to talk about that. But black guns, I think what's going on is that's what's going to come out in disclosure. I believe, and I know, DARPA has touched quantum entanglement. So, yeah, it's interesting. The Yazzie, I don't know if it's flat, but we know it's not round. Even Earth is not round, but the moon is said to be egg-shaped. And here's the thing. Grab anything, you'd have to do a test. Like, no matter how far you zoom out on something, it's round, right? Like, far away objects, all the stars are round until you zoom up, and you start seeing that they're actually not round at all. Most of them have all different shapes and forms. Hello from Kodiak, Alaska. Love you, Bruce. Guy Peterson, I can't thank you enough. Thanks for being a member too, my friends. For the help, the contributions. If you're here, you're contributing to the channel. Definitely, that's for sure. And I'm going to get also to save my voice for tonight's live stream. And I'm waiting for more activity outside, y'all. Listen, this is Canada, Quebec. If you just got here, well, be patient. I'm going to blow you away in the next couple of weeks. But you got to wait till we get the sun back and we get the sky back. Maybe we'll never see the moon again. I don't know. It's been a couple of months. I have not been able to film the moon. But the moon is coming back, and in the next 5-6 days, it'll be back at it again. Fingers crossed. And I'll talk to you all. Thanks, Darla. Thanks, everyone. Mods, Dana Shiver. I'm sure I missed a whole bunch of people here. Thank you, Dana Shiver. Smack that like button, folks. Smack that butt, I was going to say. Like that butt, guys. Butt on. Dana Shire, I love you. Thank you. I would like a personal poster of the full moon from you, Bruce. I will pay. What I can do is get an image and send it, and I'd give it to you, man, digitally. But that's one thing there that I have to invest in absolutely to start making photography and sell some. I have 3 websites, literal 3 websites, where you can have a choice of 175 snapshots of the moon. And I swear to you, I've never sold anything. I've never got anyone view the channel. I'd have to go back and check what the name of the channel was. I mean, it's sitting there. I go there once a year and I've never sold anything. Beautiful images. But you know what? You know what I'm selling? I'm selling images of the structures of the moon. Okay. Yeah. So no one's ever going to buy anything. But I will get that link and share with you all. Maybe you'll be interested. So what I have is a website where you can buy a moon image of my moon image with, you could have it on metal, you could have it on glass, you could have it with neon lights in it, you could have it with something written on a plaque on the bottom of it. On that website, very inexpensive too. It's expensive photography, but compared to what they're offering, and never got anyone interested in that. I asked the website, how come nobody's coming to the channel, the website, and they said, well, you have to share and attract people. And 5 years later. So yeah. DL, you know, comment ça va, DL? Yo, merci. You could quantum entangle a holographic projection. Yes, an avatar, so to speak. Absolutely, Jay. That's a scary stuff. Nikola Tesla was experimenting with radiant energy. Also, high amperage of high amps electricity, where he was able just to touch, the electricity and play with it as it went around his body and stuff. Just, it's pretty exceptional when you think of it. But those are the experiments that they're doing today. They're experimenting on humans also. I got proof. Hello, Bulldozer. I saw the proof of the experimentation. I saw, you must all know what I know. There's human trafficking, there's sex slaves and stuff like that. It's a sad world. But I think it's good that it's coming out. And a lot of us are getting the impression that, wow, this is crazy. The world's getting worse and worse. I think it's that some of them got caught, and somebody is really trying to make this world better for us. That's the only thing we can hold on to. Definitely the only thing we can hold on to. Vaping illness was the beginning of COVID. Hey, Russian bot. Interesting. Angel Dawn. Tillman's Rain. Amen. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Russian bot. Thank you very much, bro. I just saw that, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, Russian bot. Diane Moore. You are a sweetheart, Diane. I love you. Thank you so much. You give great support, Diane. And I love your interest in the channel. There's not a lot of people that are awake. I don't want to say woke. We got to be careful. Terms are being invented every day, different terms. So, real quickly, we talked about BLM. Never. So BLM, the founder of BLM, is a Marxist. Look it up. She has many homes and stuff like that. It's out in the news. Zucker, Facebook, and asshole Twitter are blocking all the posts. So the reason why none of you here, well, the ones that don't know, are not seeing that in your news, it's because they're a part of the cover-up. So, pretty sad. But look up the truth. It's there. She's a Marxist left field player, by the way. I used my first time the left field term that I stole from one of the community members. Jim Burnside, hi to you. Nice to see you, man. Thanks a lot. Jerry and Terry Newberry from Pennsylvania. Hello, Terry. Thanks a lot, you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it. I mean, if they were completely benevolent, they just would have shut all the nukes down. Yes, exactly. I was going to say something about that after. They would just shut the nukes down permanently. They just want to show us that they could do that if they wanted to. We are powerless against them. Exactly. In a way, we're powerless. But, we're their fuel. The reason why they have money, there's an interesting thing. Even the corrupt elites need money to survive. That's how it makes us the same. So we're all dumb, me included, because all we have to do, and we all know we won't, is for 3 days stop fueling up our cars. Do you know that it would take the entire system down entirely? Everything would stop. The system, the stock market, everything. But we've never done it because we always say, they have more power than us. Yes, they do. They have a lot of power, but we are their fuel. They're putting us in their car to get ahead. So if we get out of their fuel tank and we don't feed their fund, they're not going to get anything either. What would happen if we all stopped paying our taxes in all the countries? The end of the world. That's how it is. That's how it is. Hello, Cindy Lou. The Great Deception is coming. Please respond to the words, "Come Hitler." I ain't going to effing say his name here. And please don't mention it too much on the site. You know that asshole's birthday's on the 20th, so. Hitler's dead. He died in Argentina. That's where he'll stay, I guess. Thanks again, Russian bot. Edsworld, thanks a lot, brother. Quote drippings, Mirar Alls, and Arn Anwam. I'll have to look that one up. Quote drippings. Okay. You changed. Oh, what a clever of our annual. Yeah, okay, I get it. Changed the M there. It fucked everything up, didn't it? Sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm worried about China. I'm really worried about China. Something not right. This is deleted. UFO stuff. Thanks, Darla. Greer's family also worked for NASA, by the way. Keep that in mind, y'all. I put a video of what I seen the other day on my site. So did I. 2,000 mother effing videos that get 1,800 views per video when I showed objects coming out of the inside of the moon that no one was able to show. It makes me smile. What age were you when you saw your first UFO? What kind of UFO was it? It's funny you say that. I was 16. I would say the first UFO, but then again, yeah, 16 years old. It was with my friend Martin Delage. Not Delage, sorry, Martin. Hey, give me a sec, guys. I actually have his picture here, the guy. Well, every time I want to show that picture, it disappears. I always lose that picture. My friend Martin, he died of cancer at 29 years old. He was an amazing guy. Big, sensitive guy. He had his pickup truck. His name was the Imperial because he had an Imperial truck, and we used to do CB together, ham radio, FM radio, upper lower sideband, every possible radio and coding and stuff. We were all into it. Still remember the codes pretty freshly in my head and stuff. So anyways, QC, we're doing a lot of these codes and talking to people online. Interruption on the CB, the truck stopped working. A light in the sky came down and he gunned it. Martin really got scared. And yes, I was laughing my effing head off, like crying my eyes out, literally crying my eyes out. And I was going, nothing, nothing. There's a UFO following. He was crying. Listen, he probably hates me for talking about it, but it was the funniest event. I laugh. When things get scary, I laugh. I almost fell off a bridge once and I started laughing. It's a reaction. You can be sure when the earth blows up, I'll be like, I'm just going to laugh in danger, face of danger. We saw a light come down into the woods, even with a truck. And where we were, listen, we weren't allowed being there. We were on Hydro-Quebec territory behind the forests where all the big towers were. So we went there, and here that light came down. So he gunned it and started going through the woods to go back out. And as we were going, the light was always following us like straight. But then at one point, I saw that there was a bloody hill at the end, and the light went up over the hill and then back down to follow us like that. Then I started getting a little bit heebie-jeebies. There was a real UFO following me. It was a ball of light, beautiful golden sphere ball of light. And aside from that, listen, this guy, Martin, got really scared because it's what was overhead that we saw. It's literally, I'm going to show you guys, it's literally like the stealth. You ever see the stealth plane that has no long body, no fuselage? It's just two wings with the center. It's just two wings. The plane has literally two wings, and in the center is just like a nose. There's no nose, actually. It's a stealth. They were showing it just this bloody week. But anyways, I have no idea what the name of it is. There are lots of them. There was a tarp on it. Now, this bloody tarp, okay, when I say a tarp, it was flailing at the end of this ginormous UFO, which, by the way, I swear to God, which I shouldn't, looking all the way that way, we couldn't see the tip of any wing. We just saw this big, massive piece of metal going by. There was no wind, no noise whatsoever, like a plane that goes by and you see the plane and then you hear the sound come about 2 minutes after. There was none of that. I was hoping it was none of that, because when I saw it go by really silent, I went like this. I was expecting a, like a loud sound. Listen, you see a big ship like that going over you. It wasn't a plane because it had no fuselage. It was just two wings with a center. But at the end of it, all these little pieces of tarps, like plastic. It was hooked all to the back of the wing, like they had changed places. Thorium, Jim Burnside, thank you very much. An hour later for replying to you. Sorry. That's exactly it. The thorium is in the ground, and thorium is inexpensive. It's all over the bloody world. We could pull it out. The thorium is a very heavy, thick metal that can, make the reactors molten salt reactors. And the difference with a molten salt reactor is that no danger of it exploding, because they have all these pressure release chambers where everything can evacuate and stuff through. But I'm sure it would still explode, but not devastating. It's salt, thorium. Who knows if thorium's contaminant or not? I don't know, but pollution, I don't know. But that's what they say. There's an energy on the way. Yes, there is. But technology has been put in place so that once again, the few are in line for plenty and they know what is coming. Absolutely, Stephanie Martin. Listen, DARPA said they found a new technology. They also found a technology, and, whether you believe me or not, it's a bit far-fetched, but change the fabric of reality. They can change the fabric of reality. So that's pretty scary when they talk about that. They're talking about, Andrew Bastiago talking about teleportation, which really interests me. You know why? Because think of it. If they're teleporting here, the aliens, it means there's a teleportation device here, because they're not just teleporting like that and appearing here. Oh, hang on, because that's a different type of teleportation. If you're using a system to teleport across the moon, like I believe, and those of you following me know I said this at least a year ago, that they could be teleporting themselves across the moon because of what I saw. Okay. And there would be all different light points on the ground where they're teleporting themselves across their planet. So imagine going to Venice in the morning for breakfast in 3 minutes, right? Because going to the moon, supposedly teleporting yourself to the moon would take 30 to 35 minutes or something like that I heard. Whether it's real or not, it's still just stuff we're hearing, right? Who knows? Still interesting, though. Not too sure about the reptilians. I don't know anything about them. I'm going to wait to meet one first. Like, I have not even any comment on that. Japan nuclear tsunami. There you go. There's a big one, Ed's World. They also found a being there. There was an entity in one of the videos there. I'm sure you saw it, like a ghost-like object. I told my mother, it was the only person in the bloody world that I told 4 months ago, before all the UFOs stopped. I saw a light come down to me. It was an alien encounter. The light came down right here in the yard and back, and I'm not freaking around. And the odd thing, I've always had experiences like that. I've had experiences where I've seen shadows moving differently as to the body itself, which makes no sense when a shadow is supposedly just a reflection. So, your shadow is not just a reflection. That's the worst of it. As scary as it sounds, it made me realize, you're never alone. There's always a reflection or a shadow of everything, but it's a lot more than that. Just like the Terminator line is a lot more than that. Terminator line can be the portal, teleporting portal. It depends on how you want to imagine how a teleportation device would work. Basiago says it's built inside an ancient secret city, right? So you have all the metal, recent metal that's built, all the signs and logos that are inside an ancient city on Mars. And now, why does that make sense? If it is true, even though we don't know who he is, it makes sense that they're going to be teleporting inside. It's not something that beside a Costco that you're going to see this teleportation. What the hell is that light, Bernie? Every night I look at that light there, and it's blaring at 2 a.m, and then people walk out of that bloody place. It's going to be hidden underground, definitely, for sure. So, having had that feeling, I went to the point of crying emotionally through that experience of me having been waking up on the moon in a cement box, which scared the hell out of me. I had problems breathing. It smelled like ass. It smelled like musty. It was horrible. It smelled like a cave, rotten water, contaminated water, death. It was horrible. And in my dream, I remember waking up and being sick to the smell of it, and it was more of a vision than a dream. But at that time, I had felt that it was toward the moon. Nobody believes that. Ever notice how I only started talking about this crap this year? I'm probably not going to talk more about the experiences because there's no proof and there's no way of proving that experiences exist. These stories, when people say these stories, it's good for one thing. It's good for those who experience the same thing, will be more relaxed maybe in saying that, wow, maybe there are other people that, Pulsar G says you can't treat nuclear wastewater. That's exactly right. That's what they say. In the ocean it goes, untreated. That's where it's gone. Fukushima. Fuku the world. Right into the ocean. It's too bad, eh? Radiation, the entire ocean. Yeah, Jay. Listen, Bart Simpson fish with 3 eyes. There'll be 6 eyes on them. Mutants. Poorer countries will be, poorer countries. There's not many rich countries now, but poorer countries will be bathing in these oceans that are going to be mutating them. What's with the vaccines that some people, did you see that woman in the Netherlands bang her head? She fell on the platform. That was poor her. That was scary stuff. Netherlands comes on. We will not be giving out the AstraZeneca here anymore. Thank you, girl beside her. Pow! Head bounces 3 times on the ground. Hands are like this on the ground. So, anyways, enjoy your jabs. The chaos they are causing is working on the general public. Really is, and the ones that are awake and they're like on the verge of fighting. That's what's going on, and it's going to happen at one point. If they keep it up, if they keep pushing the people, there'll be a revolution. That's what's going to happen. There always has been. There'll be some more. My biggest worry is that the aliens were telling us to stop because something worse could hear us. Yeah, well, you see now, Lars, you're falling into my area of where I'm at on that. Yes, like shut up, stop flashing lights, stop sending out satellites like New Horizons out into the depth of the galaxies. And listen, obviously there are people out there. So it's like you're throwing junk in their area and not knowing what other galaxies further away have in space around them. Imagine one of our satellites going into one of their systems or their areas and just absolutely destroying a part of their entire system by mistake. Not for nothing, they closed Arecibo down. They got a message outside of Earth. It started as far as 3 years ago. We got a message outside of Earth. VW Blue Sky, hello. And then maybe we signaled someone, guys and gals. Maybe we signaled somebody from far out to come back here, and that's what they're doing. And they landed and said, hey, dickweeds, why are you... Sorry, I like that expression. School expression. Anyways, bad expression. Why the hell are you using nuclear? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Do you know that there's some clean nuclear technologies? I'm that, I mean, we're that primitive. I'm just looking it up, all the different nuclear technology that we have here on Earth that, you know, some is even healthy, safe. But no, we'll go for the enriching the uranium using plutonium. Very dangerous. It's sad because all you need is something this size. Something that size of uranium, you got yourself a nuclear bomb. You got yourself something this size of thorium. It's even smaller. I don't think you can make nuclear bombs with it, though. Obviously, you can. So thank you, everyone. Around my place all the time lately. Decca, thanks for sharing that. We seem to be teetering on the edge of World War III. Yes. Disclosure be used to divert our attention. Could possibly be, Ellie, for sure. Or to help us disarm. See, I'm happy to see that we're all at the same place. The nuclear weapons are now so fast, there isn't time to check for false alarms. See, that's it. Like you said, LAT, there's no room for error. There's no error margin anymore. And there's not going to be any more ground wars where you see people going into other countries. And let me assure you that if not already done, Biden will be taking out, and I know they've been talking about it a long time, but I'm telling you right now, they're going to have to pull back. Russia gave a little heads up to Mr. Biden and told him to, if he cared about his country, not to mix into what's going on with Ukraine. So I suggest you would listen. Sunspot New Mexico Observatory. There's another one, Stephanie. All these observatories, these places are being taken down. Yes, secret drone projects to trick us into false invasion. That could absolutely be. We'll be looking, guys. We'll be analyzing the characteristics of them all and everything. J. Allen, Hynek Tech isn't given credit. Yeah, a lot of people, Ed's World, are definitely not given credit when they should be given credit. I agree with that. In the fiction Close Encounters, Reagan viewing quote. Yeah, I know. And it's all out there. The proof is there when you listen to it and you're like, how can they even say that? The opposite. How can anyone not agree with it? People don't agree with it, though. Thanks for sharing all the great moonshots. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, L2HFT. I appreciate that. Carlos Skywatchers in the house. We live on a planet where the worst enemy is ourselves. Oh, damn right. That's right. Just found one of my lost socks. It was teleported, Russian bot. Hey, thanks, everyone. Try 4 or 5 emails, Bruce. One for business, personal, and online. Yeah, man, I had a bunch of them, and I had too many, and I lost it. But that's what I'm going to do. Get a couple of good ones up just for speaking to all of you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Great idea. And I will speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks to all contributors, guys. If you're here, you're contributing to the channel. I'll be back on at 8 o'clock. Waiting for the moon to come, guys. I mean, if not, we go back into older research, right? My research won't be old for another 59 bloody years. Say to yourself that. NASA's crappy photos are old, outdated and stuff. And now they have the new high-tech Mars images, which, you know what? I will be working on getting close to Mars in the next 5 years for sure. And I guarantee you one thing. I just imagine myself telling everyone, yeah, watch, if they're telling us there's colors there, watch it be like no color. Do the opposite. We'll find out. Happy you found your sock, Russian bot. Be able to warm up your feet. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Dana Shiver, Darla, everybody. Thanks for the ongoing support. Pulsar G, Stephanie Martin. Appreciate it, y'all. Energy on the way out. Technology has been put in place so that once again, the few are in line for plenty and the know what is coming. Exactly. Well said. Russian bot, I believe it. Fukushima is definitely killing the planet. That was really a serious event. I looked it up. I would say I watch it probably once a year. It's just something incredible. And yeah, the people that reactor, also Chernobyl, they're still working in those areas to try to fix it, and they're sealing it up and stuff. That is killing the hell out of the planet. And that's what that is the big secret. How would the world react if they told you one nuclear plant exploded and that was the end? It brought aliens, it brought climate change, it brought the polar bears from floating around on little ice cubes, like ice cubes in a drink glass. The polar bears, their DNA is already changing. They're growing different hair thickness. They're getting darker colored hair. Everything changes. Everything adapts with the changes and the climatic changes, the climate change and everything. It's a very, very sad. Like Cheryl says, we are a dumb species. Absolutely, we are, me included. We have the most beautiful planet on Earth, and we just do everything to destroy it. Warning to aliens, stay away. Yeah, exactly. Be careful about the warnings. They're freaking close to us. I think. So take care, everybody. I'll see you all very, very soon. Angel Dawn, you feel better? I would like in the cage. Pat B, you said it. Laura Neela, hello. Yes, thanks, guys, for the likes. Thumbs up and everything. That was brought here from Planet X. Yes, that's what they're saying, Russian bot. Debris. Lots of debris. Lots of dust on the moon, too. They say there's dust on the moon. More like atmosphere. Wonder if there's any parks. What do you think to Crow 333 Lunar Wave? How respectful, David Bradbury. I appreciate that. Yeah, Crow 777's channel. Thanks a lot, David. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. I had an interview with Crow. We had a chance to do a little bit of talk, but it wasn't necessarily about just UFOs because there was a problem with his channel and my channel due to a YouTube glitch. But I think it was amazing. The lunar wave. I caught 3 lunar waves, and I never caught it as pronounced as Crow 777. But he doesn't believe we can leave Earth, by the way. He does not believe there's anything alien. He thinks it's secret projects, I think, not alien. But I believe the ones that we are seeing here are probably human, yes. But aliens would exist. And Crow 777 is one that believes you cannot leave the firmament. And I respectfully disagree with him on that. But he's a good guy. We had a bunch of talks and stuff. And anyways, to answer your question on his lunar wave video, was the best and only lunar wave video that I saw anybody post, except me, with 3 other lunar waves, not as pronounced. And they're there. They really are there. That's for sure. Christy Lindsay. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you, Christy. We live in a crazy world. Yeah, left fielders. I heard somebody at the beginning of the live stream said that. They go, the left fielders. That's a good one. Baseball. Bring it in. Bring it in. Round the third. Round the third. Over to second. Over to second. Bruce, I've got a Bushnell Equinox night vision binocular. So excited as soon as I can figure it out. Kathleen Shields, anything you want to know, let me know. Trust me, it's super simple. First thing you do is adjust the light intensity. Don't go by the strongest. Use the 0. Hey, I'm telling you, I use like 0 or 1 light. I use a low light and just put in a card. Don't forget, if it doesn't work, Kathleen, you need a small card. Don't use anything bigger than 32 jigs. It's written inside of the book of the Equinox Z, that you have to have a small jig. I even went to get a 16 jig because you'll pay more, but because that's what works. You can film for hours with it. The infrared, mark my words, if you got a Bushnell one, or it doesn't matter, other ones could be good. They film for the longest bloody time. Has anyone seen Elon Musk call yet? Nope, I haven't seen his call yet. He's probably arriving on Mars soon. ETs walk among us. I believe that. Mark Mansfield, thank you very much. If they wanted us dead, we would not be having this course. You're absolutely right about that. Common sense, guys. Always the common sense that goes and saves the day, which is absolutely true. Hey, Static Bat, been listening to music. No, music's a lot more interesting. Depends on how you feel. Free speech, Floyd Stats. One love, my friends. We can stick together. So yeah, she did get a Bushnell. Kathleen Shields, do not be shy to ask me anything you like about it. Any problems that you're having and everything. Let me know how you find the image as compared to the way I show it. A lot of people are like, what the hell? I'm going to give you the best trick, Kathleen. When you do your video, bring it into an editor and start bringing that exposure down. Start bringing the exposure down. You bring it down until the stars start to dim out. When the stars start dimming out, and you go back up and leave a little bit of static. And then you catch something. When you catch something, and here's the thing. When you're looking at the footage, don't bring the exposure down, ever. Look at it with full exposure and look at the flashes and lights. When you see a light, bring the exposure down till you're able to show them a bit of the object. Because when you bring the exposure down, you lose a lot of light, that's for sure. Thanks, Christy. I love you guys. My friend Jerome Sanders is commenting on the video. Yes, well, if you see this after Jerome, what did he write? The men in black are scared. Yes, they're going to be definitely scared. I mean, the whole system is being dismantled. You got to wonder why. If it is because aliens are here to scold us because we did pollution and they're going to teach the governments to smarten up, well, good for them. Much love, Bruce, and all in the community. Bernard, thank you very much, guys. Always new people coming by, too. I thank you all for taking the time to subscribe, the newcomers. Thanks for the beautiful likes. 138 likes, guys. 225 thumbs up, actually. No. That's a lot more. Thank you very much. Thanks, Darla. Thanks, everyone. And for the contributions. We'll talk really, really soon. Bye-bye. 8 o'clock. It's 3 now, so in 5 hours, I'll be back, and I'm going to work on the next video, which is on the English channel tonight. See you later, everyone.